Welcome everyone to my playthrough of Pokemon FireRed version for the Game Boy Advance. I'm your host Calamity, and I'm going to be starting this new series that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Pokemon as a series, I feel like this is going to be a very controversial opinion given how people just are. I like Pokemon. The fact that that is a controversial opinion now is honestly really sad. Okay. This is a series I've wanted to do for a long time because Pokemon as a franchise has always been one of my favorites, and I feel like this is probably the most appropriate starting point, as this, I'd say, is the best experience for first-generation Pokemon games in the Kanto region. So how about we start right now so the intro doesn't loop itself? No, okay, fine. I was trying to get that done as soon as possible, but the intro just looped itself. Alright. These are the controls. You know, the standard directional pad to move, A to do actions, B to cancel out stuff, the usual. Start to pause, select it, close the pause screen or whatever. And a general synopsis of what we're supposed to do in this game. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. Aw, how affectionate. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Not even 2 minutes in and I already had a voice crack. For some people, Pokemon are pets, others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Me too, buddy. Me too. But first, tell me a little bit about yourself. He didn't say bit. Okay, fine. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? I picked boy, okay. I was going to do that anyways, but yeah. If you pick boy, you get the protagonist Red. If you pick girl, you get the protagonist Leaf. Let's begin with your name. What was it? And because I'm a bit of a stickler to canon, I'm going to name him Red. Right, so your name is Red. This is my grandson. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. Alright, what was his name now? Either Green or Gary. I'm pretty sure these two are the canon names out of the two shown here. Green is sort of reflect FireRed and Leaf Green, and that's also his official Japanese name. And Gary is his anime counterpart. But because of consistency, I want to call him Blue, because I feel like he wouldn't really feel right with any other name. Okay, maybe Gary, but, you know, that's his anime counterpart. You know what? Enough of that. That's right, I remember now. His name is Blue. This poor old man. He can't see me, so he doesn't know what I am. And he also doesn't remember his own grandson's name. This poor guy's got it rough. Alright, so now we're in the overworld. And I'm tiny, and I play with the NES. Alright, time to go. In the original Pokemon Red and Blue, that was an SNES. Nice little detail. In every Pokemon game to date, I'm pretty sure they've got the current console. Not in this case, because I'm pretty sure the current console then would, I want to say, be the GameCube, but yeah. Alright, you boot up the PC, go to item storage, and you withdraw the potion. I should probably explain what potions do, because we're going to be seeing a ton of them going through the game. The potion is a spray-type wound medicine. It restores the HP of one Pokemon by 20 points. Also, it's cool how we can store items in digital space. Isn't that neat? There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on a railroad. Or walking on a railroad, no. Walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh, yes, Professor Oak next door was looking for you. So you let the TV do your parenting for you. I can't say I'm surprised because of all the parents using YouTube as a babysitting tool. Alright. I wanted to set my text speed to fast so I don't have to perpetually hold the A button when people talk. Battle scene, this is the mini cutscenes that play, I say mini cutscenes because they're only little cinematic things that play when your Pokemon use attacks or weather effects or whatever. Battle style shift. Shift lets you switch out your Pokemon in between your opponent switching out Pokemon, so I'm going to keep it as Shift because I might end up being under-leveled in the series. Keep sound, you know what, Mono, just because. I prefer Stereo, but I'm going to have Mono because it's going to be really weird hearing only part of stuff in one side of my headphones, but you know what, that's fine. Button mode, doesn't matter what you pick because you're probably not going to be using any of this stuff anyways. I might as well set it to L to A. And frame is pretty interesting. It changes the frame of text it's going to be. Not really text, but the menu stuff like this. So this one's Game Boy, red, green, blue, gold, silver, monochrome, whatever this is. Chorus blocks or whatever they're called from Minecraft, I don't know. I know that's not what they're based on because this game came out about 10 years before that update, I want to say. But I'm going to go with this one because we're playing FireRed version. Alright, so Professor Oak said he wanted to see me in the lab or something like that. Oh, it's just blue. What? It's only red. Gramps isn't around. Well, you've got Pokeballs on the table. Those are Pokeballs. They contain Pokemon. Oh boy, are we gonna get a Pokemon? That's so cool. But you know what? Since he's not here, I feel like I'm gonna do some investigating around here. So how about we start with leaving town? Hey, wait! Don't go out. I didn't even give him a voice. Who are you to tell me I can't leave? It's Professor Oak. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. I'll do the voice now. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. And I feel like this is a good time to say, the first, I want to say 20 or so minutes of this game, it's going to be really text and tutorial heavy, so that's just a brief warning right now, as I warn you 7 minutes in. Oh, that's right, I told you to come, just wait. Here, Red, there are 3 Pokemon here. These Pokemon are held inside Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, but now in my old age, I only have these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair, what about me? Be patient, Blue. You can have one too. So here we get into, basically, I want to say new feature of the series, but one, there are a couple other Pokemon channels that have done this type of thing before. Going to be going over how each Pokemon performs in battle in a little guide type thing. If you liked my Splatoon weapon overviews, you'll probably like this one. Probably even better because I actually know what I'm talking about here. Yeah. And I might as well go over what you're going to be seeing here right now. So starting off with the basic information, this is going to be stuff like Pokedex number, appearance, and type. Pokedex number we'll get into later. Appearance, that's just what the Pokemon looks like. You probably already guessed from the word appearance, but yeah. And type. Type is very important for you to pay attention to because that'll determine what moves you should and should not use against a Pokemon. Say, for example, using a fire type attack against a grass type Pokemon. That's what you want to do, and you want to avoid using a fire type move on a water type Pokemon. And some Pokemon, like Bulbasaur here, can have up to two types, with grass and poison. Next up is stats, which are very, very important to pay attention to. Stuff like HP, health points, which once they reach 0, your Pokemon faints. Attack, physical damage. Defense is your resistance to physical damage. Special attack is your Special attack is your special damage. Special defense is your resistance to special damage. And speed determines who moves first in a battle. If it is a tie, it is a coin flip. Alright, so I wanted to bring this up especially because this is a 3rd generation Pokemon game, where the physical special split has not yet happened. Basically explaining what that was, it's where, depending on what move you use, it'll either be physical or special, but with a change of Generation 4, they made it so that it is no longer determined on type, it is determined on the move itself. But since this is Gen 3, it's determined on type, so all grass type moves are going to be special, all normal type moves are going to be physical, stuff like that. Next up is ability, which are passive skills that aid your Pokemon in battle. That'd be pretty catastrophic to forget. And evolution, which is the thing I'm surprised I actually did forget about. When your Pokemon reaches a certain requirement, they will grow in form and power. These can be things like leveling up, using an item, or trading. And in the case of evolution, I'm going to be showing each Pokemon's evolve form stats on the screen here, just in case it takes like an entire Ice Age to evolve the Pokemon, or just so you know a good idea of what you're getting into before you actually make a decision. So on that note, I feel like we should start getting into the Pokemon themselves, starting off with Bulbasaur, the one you've been seeing a demonstration of the entire time. This one starts off as a grass and poison type. giving it total immunity to the poison status and a resistance to poison moves, which is usually a big weakness for grass types. And it has the most balanced stats of the three, but a slight focus on special attack and special defense, allowing it to do a lot of damage and also take hits pretty well. It's going to be using the grass type for offense and poison for defense and support because it does not know any damaging poison type attacks by level up. Despite that problem though, I'd say Bulbasaur is the easiest to use of the three and the one I'd recommend for either beginners or people that just really like it. Now our next Pokemon is Charmander, which starts off as a fire type, but gains the flying type later on, making it weaker to rock, but immune to ground. This one I'd say is the hardest of the three to use because fire does not perform well in this region. There are a lot of bosses that counter fire, and that's a darn shame because Charmander I feel like would be really good otherwise. Charmander itself is built to be a special attacker with solid speed as well as decent physical attack. It learns Metal Claw at level 13 to cover its rock weakness, which is coming up really soon. However, that's only in this game, but hey, at least it's in this game so you can actually get it. And Ember is the only fire attack it's going to be getting by level up until it learns Flamethrower at level 34 as Charmeleon. That is not a very good level up moveset, I have to say. But even then, Charmander is not terrible to use. I'd really most recommend it for series veterans who are looking for more of a challenge. And our last but not least is our water type, Squirtle, which stays a pure water type all the way through. You don't have to worry about it gaining or losing any weaknesses. I somehow mixed up the two words. This is a solid Pokemon with amazing defense stats. Its level up moveset isn't very interesting, and there are better water types out there in this game in my opinion, but Squirtle's still pretty good. It's the middle of the road choice that you can't really go wrong with. So anyways, now that I'm done making my decision and going over all of them, I feel like I'm going to go with Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur used to be my favorite Pokemon of all time, and hasn't really changed much. There are only a few, like 2 or 3 Pokemon I like more. And because Twitch streaming has consumed my entire life, I'm going to name him Peepo. Smile. I'll take this one then. And he gets Charmander. Blue, or rather your rival, because you name him what you want, he's going to pick the starter Pokemon that is stronger, that has a type advantage over yours. I said that really weird, okay. And now he's initiating battle with us. Great, being jumped in, I thought was a safe space, the professor's lab, alright. Rival Blue would like to battle, and he sends out his starter Pokemon. This is technically a boss fight, but it's near impossible to lose. And now Oak's just going to give us the tutorial, which I can actually go over myself. Like Reddy is going over right here, is the health bar of the Pokemon, which you want to lower as much as possible. In fact, you actually want to get it down to 0, so yeah, pretty obvious, but yeah, you know. Some people might not know that, and that's perfectly fine. Fight is going to be the option you're going to be using the most, because this has your attacking moves. For example, I can use Tackle. Oh, and I'm outspeeding Charmander. That's nice. You're just going to be doing this over and over, and whenever more important stuff comes up, I'll be going over that, like the use of items. And a critical hit. Going over what that does, getting a critical hit will completely ignore any stat changes. And it'll do double damage. I got another crit. Oh, that is super lucky. And I get 69 experience. I'm pretty sure if you pick Bulbasaur, you always get 69 experience after the start of the battle, but yeah. That'll be enough to level up, and your stats will grow, and you win. What's unbelievable? I picked the wrong Pokemon. And you get money. You win, you earn prize money, and your Pokemon will grow. Money will be important a little later on. Oh, and he used his famous line, smell you later. Alright. Might as well leave. Sorry, it's still funny to me how I got 2 crits. Now how about we actually start going to where we were going to go, and we get jumped in the street. Okay. Rather the tall grass by a little bird. It's a Pidgey. Pidgey is a basic flying type. You'll be seeing a ton of them throughout the entire game. It's probably best to just kill them at this point. Actually, no. You're gonna be killing them because you don't have any way to catch them yet. Or you could run, but you're not getting any experience that way. And let's talk to this guy. Hi, I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's part of a convenience chain selling all sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. You get the potion. We've already got one of these from back home, but hey, it's nice to have another one for free. So that's 2 free potions without actually needing to buy them, because that's what free means. We get jumped by a rat. We're gonna get the plague. We gotta kill it before we get the plague. I'm just joking. Rattata are not plague rats. They're just little woodland critters. And now that we've gained experience, we level up. See, leveling up is really fast at the start of the game because you're small and don't have much to work with. And people learn Leech Seed. Leech Seed, it's pretty garbage early on, but later on in the game, it'll be pretty good and you want to keep it on Bulbasaur. It's pretty bad early on because early Pokemon have really low health pools, and you're not going to be restoring much health from that anyways. But in the case of later in the late game, everything's going to have really high HP, so using Leech Seed is going to be pretty viable. Because what it does is, it lets you steal HP from the opponent. Alright, I should probably explain what the Pokemon Center is. You talk to the nurse here, and you can heal up your Pokemon for free. So if they fainted, or can't use a move anymore, or paralyzed, or poisoned, or anything like that, then you're going to want to heal them. Didn't see what that said. All your item needs fulfilled. Pokemon Mart. Go to the building with the blue roof to go to the shopping center. Hey, you came from Palatown? You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? I said that really weird. I enunciated the thing. Yeah. And we got Oak's parcel in our key items. Nice. So, yeah, the walk home, it's actually going to be really, really easy, because we can just jump down these ledges without having to run into any tall grass. However, in the case of ledges, you can't walk up them, they're just a one-way shortcut. So don't think you can completely cheese it by walking over them, because you cannot. Anyways, let's go back to Professor Oak's lab, because we've got his delivery for him. Oh, Red, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me. And we give him his delivery. Ah, it's the custom Pokeball. I had it on order, thank you. Gramps. I'm trying to find a voice to do for him. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right, I have a request for you two. On the disc, there is my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. I can't pronounce words with more than 3 syllables. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Okay, now I'm just making fun of that at this point. That's messed up. I'm sorry. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Red and blue, FireRed and Leaf Green. Take these with you. You get the Pokédex from Professor Oak. Yeah, okay. The Pokédex, you need to catch Pokemon to get detailed info on. So, for example, if you picked Bulbasaur, you'd have all the info on Bulbasaur in the Pokédex. And since you've already fought Charmander, you'd have, well, a little bit of its information, like its name, and that's it. Alright, he's just monologuing at this point. Basically what he's saying is he wants us to catch all the Pokemon we find. Red, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Red. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. Alright, so the Pokédex. We've got numerical mode, grassland, forest, water's edge, sea, cave, mountain, rough terrain, urban, and rare. Also got A to Z, type, lightest to smallest, or just close the Pokédex. Wow, only got Bulbasaur in there. Okay. So, we've seen 4 Pokemon, but we've only got 1. So, for the case of Bulbasaur, we have it. Bulbasaur, the seed Pokemon. There is a plant seed on its back right from the day this Pokemon was born. The seed slowly grows larger. Charmander, the... No info. In fact, I actually do recommend catching all the Pokemon you find because there are rewards for catching as many Pokemon as possible. I believe the first reward comes in at 10 Pokemon, which should be really easy. In fact, I'd even recommend catching at least 60 Pokemon before the end of the game. So actually, I should also say, now that we've actually gotten Pokeballs, we can go over the wild Pokemon in this area because we have the ability to catch them. So that means we also have the ability to use them. So starting off is our, well, the first one we find, Rattata. Rattata is, well, it's a very basic early game normal type. There are many of its kind out there, and there are some that are way better than it. However, Rattata's not terrible. It's got an emphasis on attack and speed, with its ability Guts promoting that high attack. It learns Hyper Fang, a very powerful normal type attack, pretty early on. And... okay, not really much of an and, more like a but it's very outclassed later on down the line. And they're just straight up better normal types, so if you want to use one, this one isn't terrible to pick up, but I'd strongly suggest against it if you actually want to have a really, really solid normal type team member. And next up is the little bird, Pidgey. Pidgey is an early game normal flying type. Just like Rattata, it's outclassed later on down the line, but it's not terrible. It's got very balanced stats, but nothing particularly outstanding, and it's very common, so if you didn't want it before, you could pick it up later if you do want it then, because you're going to be able to just completely mull it over if you don't want it. Pick it up later. That's literally what I just said. What is wrong with me? This is why I don't do live commentary for this type of thing. But you know what? It's a little easier than it was before when I was just recording this separate. Okay. So I've already caught a Rattata. I want to catch a Pidgey next because I want to, you know, just to have it. This is optimal catching range for the Rattata, but I do not want it. If you find a Pokemon you don't want, I'd say kill it because you can actually get experience points too. So that's fine. There's a Pidgey. Now I can try to catch this one. Level 2, so I'm going to try not to kill this one. Use Leech Seed because that's, never mind. I was gonna say use Leech Seed because it does a little bit of damage, and that's enough to get it in prime catching range, but this should work. Watch me not catch it because I said that. Okay, good. Gotta go to a Pokemon Center ASAP because Peepo is running really low on health. Anyways, now that we've got these two wild Pokemon from Route 1, I feel like we just go back to Viridian City and, well, go back to the Pokemon Center, and I'll show you what the PC does in the Pokemon Center because, surprisingly, it's not just item storage anymore. It does whatever you want it to, pretty much. Well, whatever you want it to. No, that's a very bad way about going about it. Okay. No, what I mean is it does more than just that. It actually has a way more useful feature. That being Pokemon storage, yeah. Go to someone's PC, move Pokemon, because that's the one I like using the most, and you can take Pokemon from your party and put it in your PC. This is where your Pokemon go if you happen to catch more than 6, because your team can only have up to 6 Pokemon. Now, there's one last thing I want to do here before I end the video. Well, end the video for good. No, not really for good, because that would imply ending the series. No. Man, I really just need to be quiet sometimes. Talk to this guy. Well, now I've had my coffee, and that's what I need to get going. Yeah, if you didn't deliver Oak's parcel, this guy would be blocking your path with an admittedly very funny sprite on the ground. What is that red box you have? Ah, so you're working on your Pokédex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokémon, the Pokédex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch a Pokémon? I suppose I'd better show you then. This is an agonizing tutorial, so I'm gonna sit here, just whatever. Throwing a Pokeball at a Weedle with full HP, I wouldn't say that's a very good idea for a couple reasons. Congratulations, you're now a proud owner of a very basic bug type. There, now tell me, that was educational, was it not? That was actually very pointless because I've caught 2 Pokemon already with no trouble. And here, take this too, you get the Teachy TV. Fun fact, in a scrapped recording, I showed what the Teachy TV does, and I'm not doing it again because it's literally just pointless cutscenes for people that don't know how to play the game. Last thing I want to do here is go up here, round this tree, or rather the fence, behind this tree. You can grab the potion. Yeah, we get yet another one. They're just handing these out like candy, and we haven't had to use one yet. But anyways, I feel like that's the end of the video. So, next time we're gonna head on over this way, even though that's not gonna be for story progression. That's actually just gonna be for another purpose I want to show off. And then after that little detour, we're gonna be going up here. So, next time I'll be doing this, just that. So, see you guys then.